Hello and
Hola,
welcome
¿cómo
back.
estás?
What are we in, like Cancun now?
Saberas? Saberas.
I Spanish.
That means a beer in español.
How do you know all this?
Because I went to Cancun and you didn't. Shout out to Sancho for joining me on that trip, dog.
I went to Spain and you didn't, so...
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Anyways.
All you saw was more Indian people in Spain, like wow, like wow, amazing.
Whatever. Well, welcome back. Today we have a really exciting topic.
We do.
We're going to be talking about the new app called Clubhouse.
Yep. It reminds me of like Mickey Mouse, like Clubhouse. Like if you guys ever watched the Disney Channel when you were growing up, they had a show called Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
You know,
it's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, when someone was like, "Oh, do you know what Clubhouse is?" The first thing I was like, "Are you talking about like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?"
Yep.
Because of course I know what that is. Who doesn't know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Clubhouse is a audio-only social media platform where they have specific rooms dedicated to specific topics. Now, the catch here, unlike a podcast, is that you can actually contribute to the content that's being heard. So it's not like it's something that's recorded, but it also doesn't get recorded and posted anywhere later on. So whatever you hear in the room is basically kept in the room. So what happens in the room stays in the room.
It's like Vegas.
Thank you, they didn't understand that. That was the most obvious context.
No, we might have some minors listening to this. We gotta be careful.
Okay, well, yeah.
Don't Google what happens in Vegas. So to give you a quick background on what Clubhouse is and when it got started, it was founded by Paul Davison and Rohan Seth. So these were the two co-founders who founded this back in April of 2020. But the app really didn't pick up any traction until the end of 2020, which is now, here we are in early 2021, discussing this topic.
So it's quite a recent app.
Yeah, and it kind of just blew up last minute, but which is good. People usually said it would be a bust by July of last year, but if it picked up beyond that, it was going to be here to stay. So as of February of 2021, this company is evaluated at $1 billion, which is quite incredible for the fact that this company has only been around for a few months. And I really apologize to my Android followers that the fact that this application is only available on iOS. So step it up, you Android guys. And
as I mentioned when I was introducing the app, this is an invite-only based application. So why is this? Right, it's kind of weird for a social media application.
And also shout out to Garma Nakpal, who's a real estate agent, who got us involved in this platform and used 2 of our 5 invites that she had. So thank you and shout out to
also her. Talking about invites, we have a little bit surprise at the end.
Yes, we do.
But we'll get to that later. So why is it invite only if it's a social media platform? The reason it's only invite based right now is because they don't have servers that have the bandwidth to kind of hold up so many users.
Fun fact, this company is only run by the 2 co-founders and they just recently added a few more employees. So imagine running a whole social media platform like Mark Zuckerberg does, but with only 2 employees.
Yeah. So eventually they will open up to the public so anyone can sign up. But I personally think that they're doing this for the hype, right? Like people are like, oh yeah, I want the invite to get onto Clubhouse. So I personally think it's a little bit for the hype, but that's their reasoning is they don't have the bandwidth for it.
Yeah, and people love the exclusivity factor, right? The fact that it's exclusive, only some people can be in it. And I think that helps with the quality of the content that's being produced as well, right? You're not just gonna have random people just talking about random stuff like we are. We're random people talking about random things.
And like there have been rooms that have like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg in it. So
even Naveen Jain actually.
So if like you have everyone in there that can just basically
even
get
Mark Zuckerberg's actually on that.
I just said Mark Zuckerberg. You listen to anything I say. No, please don't. But yeah, like if you have everyone on the app and they're all sitting in rooms with Elon Musk talking to Elon Musk, well. Okay, so we're gonna jump straight into an app tour. So when you open up the app, it looks just like this. So once you open up the application, you will be brought to a list that will show you rooms that are currently open and that have speakers in it, and you can open it up and join. You can start a room from the bottom. You can see who's currently active. You can invite people. You can see what rooms are upcoming, and this is great because you can see who will be hosting it, a little description, and there's always a bunch. An icon, the bell icon just tells you who has newly joined, and then this is really embarrassing. This is my profile. I don't have much on it. But you can link your Instagram and Twitter, which is really cool. And then if you click that search icon at the top, you can search for different people, and then you can look through different interests that have rooms connected to them, so you can kind of look for rooms that would interest you essentially.
So by now, Tanvi and I have been both using this platform for a few weeks now, and I think we've got a good grasp of what the pros and cons is. So here's our take on the pros and cons of this application. The number one pro for myself is that I don't consistently need to be on my phone. For most social media platforms, you're either scrolling through Instagram or you're liking things on Facebook. For this platform, you can just enter a room and just kind of put your phone aside. You can listen to it like the way you learn or you listen to a podcast. You can, you know, be on the cardio machine, you can be driving your car, or you can sometimes, I just do my admin work for work or school, and I just listen to one of these rooms in the background.
Something else that I really like, which I kind of touched on earlier on in this video, was you can basically get in a room with anyone, right? Like if you want to get in a room with Elon Musk right now, you probably can.
Yeah.
So I've been in rooms with really interesting people, and I've kind of heard topics and opinions that I don't think I would have heard if it wasn't for this application. So I think right now, because of how exclusive it is and the types of people that are using it, you can get in rooms with really interesting people.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
So the third and final pro that we have for this application is opportunity. So in terms of opportunity, this is a chance for you to improve your public speaking skills. You're not there live on camera. These people don't know who you are, so you can sit back and improve your public speaking skills. Now, apart from that, you can also improve and gain a following from this. So unlike social media platforms such as YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, where you really need to know a lot of people to get a following, here, most of the people in the room that you contribute with will follow you as long as they like what they hear from you. So that's a great way to create a new following on a new platform.
Jumping straight into our cons, my biggest con with this application is you don't know how long the rooms are going to last. In a podcast, you know, okay, this is a 20-minute podcast, this is a 1-hour podcast, I can finish doing my walk and call it a day. With this, as I showed you in the app tour, you can see when the room starts, but you don't see when it ends. And for me, that's a really big con, because I hate leaving a conversation midway, but if I don't know when it's gonna end, then no, like it's kind of difficult to plan your life around.
I hear you.
So that's my biggest con with this application right now.
So the second con for this application, at least for me, was there's no geographical filters. So what I mean by that is I look for applications such as Meetup, where you can join different clubs and meet people in real life. Versus here, you don't really get to do that. So meaning you're talking to people from all over the world, you don't really have an opportunity to maybe meet them in person when COVID is done and you don't have these conversations in person. But I guess, you know, there's a downside and a positive side. At least you're getting to broaden your horizon by meeting people from different parts of the world. But for me, this is a little bit of a con because sometimes I want to talk to people who are local.
Right, and I feel like if there's an option that was kind of like near me, you could get the best of both worlds, right?
Exactly, yeah, I agree.
So our third con with this application is there is no verification check. Unlike Instagram or Twitter, you go on, you search up someone's name, if there's a check there, they're the famous one, right?
Yeah.
With Clubhouse, I mentioned that Elon Musk was in a room, so we weren't on the application when he had his room, but I just out of curiosity, I went and searched up his name, and there was 5 different Elon Musks, and the one that had the most followers had 72,000 followers, so I guessed that was him, but that was, again, a guess, right? So that's something, that uncertainty isn't something that I like that much.
Yeah, and most celebrities, they actually have screenshots of Clubhouse on any one of their other social media platforms, which is one way of knowing that, yes, this is truly the person that you want to hear.
Yeah, but that's just a little bit of hassle. Like, I don't want to go, like, verify myself, right? Like, that's not my job, but maybe once they get more users, that's something they'll want to add in.
For sure. Yeah. So as always, guys, thank you so much for making it this far into the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share our content, and hit that notification icon on YouTube.
And head over to our Instagram page for a little surprise.
We have a little giveaway for you guys. Okay, I'm not going to say anything else, but head over to our Instagram page now to check that out.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye for now.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.